YouTube Studio. Let me see, make sure everything's good here. Cool, that seems all good at the very least. For anyone that will probably not check out this live stream, I will say that my chair creaking is mostly it's because that's just my chair. And that's why I have to take a lot of time audio editing, because this chair loves to make noise, and I haven't really figured out a way to do noise suppression like Discord for my recordings. Let me go to my channel and share and start sharing around the link so people know that I'm live, and we can get some people chatting in here so we can have some conversations. Okay. I'm gonna mute my own stream so I'm not hearing myself talk. That's gonna definitely throw me off. Okay. Boom. All right. I'll finally get to drawing. I'm just being lazy and putting it off, you know. Oh. Okay. That's right then. Just making sure that everything is going good before I really start drawing. I need to start cleaning up my line art. It's never been that good. 3 viewers. That's 3 more than I thought I was going to get. So I just decided to stream out of nowhere. I'm using the wrong color. My goodness. I've never been that good at drawing side profiles. It's not really been my thing. Let's see. 'Cause I did draw this character originally a while back, and that's what he looked like right here. But the only problem with whenever I draw is I have a hard time replicating my own art style. Let's put this over here. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to see without having to minimize it all the time and having to reopen it. Shoulder pads. I've also been trying to, like with a lot of my previous art, you guys would see I had a problem with, I guess my line art weight, and now I'm drawing a little bit too thick. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that while I've been drawing today, but sometimes it just bothers me a little bit. Sometimes I make my character too skinny, and other times, sometimes I make them too wide. That's all part of the process, though. Not going to become perfect on your first day drawing. That's how it is. Somebody's. Okay. Oh, what's up? What's up? Sorry, I just now saw your comment. Yeah, what's up, Onion? How you doing? Yeah, I'm still getting used to the whole streaming thing, so occasionally I won't be looking at my PC when I should. Because how my setup is, I might post it on my Instagram story, but how my setup is I have like my drawing tablet in front, and then I have like my monitors in front of it, but sometimes I'm looking down, so I'm not really always seeing the chat. You've been working on this character for a minute. Yeah, partially because of projects, so what I have to do now is I have to, thankfully I did this a long time ago, so that part's already done, but I got to draw like a full turntable of him, so that's why I have like him just like doing this little spin around here. At some point I'm probably going to change the handle for his sword, just because I'm not really too big of a fan of it. I don't remember what reference image I used, but I do remember it was like something with like kind of like these handle with like more grooves on it, so that's why there's like indents on it. But I'm pretty bad at keeping it consistent at all angles because I was partially rushing it. But yes. Then I gotta do 3 close-up images of him. So a couple more of him. Yeah, I would say so. So I got to draw like three like headshots of him, like reacting to stuff. Like you would see on like a character sheet, and then like three like action poses, because that's what typically you would see in stuff like animation and whatnot. I need to just close Discord while I'm streaming because that always distracts me. That's part of the time when it takes me so long to draw. It's not because I'm actually drawing. It's because I'm getting distracted and I'm reading stuff on fucking Discord of all things. Oh, I like that a lot better. Okay. I need to remember that whenever I'm drawing like characters that characters like him, they don't really have like the he has like more of like a wide like a rounder eye than like Ichigo, for example, where they have a kind of like the smaller um, type of eye. But his eyes are pretty wide though too, so I might do here is I can change this a little bit. Move away a little bit from the nose. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I like that. I think I just need to with the base of the eye. Just need to make that go a little up. Yes, yes, yes. I don't have any like music playing in the background because I need to make like a playlist that isn't copyrighted, because I don't know about Twitch, but I know on YouTube it can be pretty nasty for like overall channel revenue, and I'd just rather not mess with that as of right now. But once I find like a decent playlist that I can use that isn't going to affect my income on here, even though I'm making like not even enough money for like McChickens, that we can hopefully have some music on here. Yo, yo, what's up, Connor? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, not a lot of copyright. A little bit doesn't hurt. Um, However, when you start to get into, um, I don't know, like if I were to just start listening to like, I guess I like to listen to like either OST music, at least for when I'm drawing, or even like, I still like listening to Kid Cudi. I still like listening to him when I'm drawing because it's more chill. If I want to listen to like more upbeat stuff, that's when I do, or like more exciting music. I guess it's like when I'm working out, so that's when I'll listen to like I don't even know who I would listen to. I'll either listen to like punk music. For the longest time, I've been listening to Travis Scott since like high school. Not as much though recently, but I hit like him, Don Toliver. Those are people that I like to listen to for like other things. Occasionally, I'll listen to them while drawing. I also changed his like armor plates here on the side to like this kind of like cloth that hangs around and stuff like that, because when I was drawing this side of him, it just kind of felt a little weak. Took you took you for jazz while drawing. Actually, I have listened to jazz while drawing. It was it will sometimes be jazz. Occasionally, it will be like Beethoven. Funny enough, uh, I think Beethoven is pretty neat too. For like drawing and stuff like that. Like I don't be like going on the bus waiting to go to class, like listening to Beethoven. But I think I think for like drawing, it's like that's the times where you shouldn't really be. If somebody's comfortable listening to like like heavy music while they're drawing, more power to them. I might be listening to punk music here soon now that I've been more talking about it. But typically, no, it's a no for me in terms of the type of music I want to listen to while drawing. Got 12 views so far. Heavy like punk. Yeah. There's this one band. They mostly made music in the '90s, which that's before I was even born. Uh, and they're called the Suicide Machines. They're not like super niche by any means, but they make some pretty cool music. I love their one album. Sometimes I forget how to say words. Called "A Match and Some Gasoline." That album's pretty good. I recommend anybody who's into that type of music to check it out. I usually pull a Cuphead playlist whenever I'm vibing to a video game or something. I think yeah, the Cuphead playlist was really cool. I remember when I was really into the game, I need to go back and re-download it on my PC because I had it on my Xbox when I used to play a lot of the Xbox One. But uh, I remember hearing about they would like get like an actual like live band for it, and like it was really nice. Like it wasn't produced in a thing. It was kind of like how like John Williams would do like his music and that type of stuff. And if anybody knows anything about me, I love John Williams. I think John Williams is an amazing composer. Is very good, especially mostly Star Wars. I think that's the thing he's most famous for. That should go without saying. Nah, I made his face look like Walter now. I need to make it more sharp with the kind of the brow ridge. I might look up a reference image real quick. Male side profile. Yeah, I should have it connecting more with his eyebrow. Something was always bothering me about like his side profile. I think side profiles are probably what I struggle with the most. I mean, occasionally I'll hit like a badass side profile, but a lot of times the side profile is looking a bit lopped. I already like it a lot better bringing his eyebrow and stuff to the front. I'm literally just looking at like this picture of this white dude. Star Wars Indiana Jones, he's composed some great musics. Yeah, he's really good. Yuki Kajira is one of my favorites right now. He's the Fate one. And he's done Sword Art Online. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Sword Art Online, but it does have some good tracks. I think one of them that I like is called like the Luminous Sword or something. I don't know if I even said the music that I liked about the Suicide Machines. One of my favorites from their albums was called "Imagine Some Gasoline." If I did already say that, my bad, but I don't always remember what I'm saying while I'm drawing. Sometimes I make the same jokes to my friends like 5 times, and they're like, "Dude, shut up." I'm gonna move the nose out a bit more so I can create like a stronger nose. It's not my favorite how I'm drawing the side profile, but it's looking guess better than what it was looking like. I just need to make it stronger because that's like kind of like more like a woman's nose. I like that. I can compare it with my old one over here. I like it better. It's not great, but it does look better. Actually, I don't even have Spotify on right now. What am I doing? I can maybe start up I can maybe start a jam session on Spotify so people can listen to music that I'm listening to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to the Suicide Machines today. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with what? Oh, the side profile? Oh. I think the problem is that the eye is too far back, and typically when you're looking at somebody from the side, their eyebrow will like kind of connect with this like there's like a plane up here that you have with your eyes. Technically, it's like right there and shit. Like think of it as like another band. And right now, it's kind of like doing this right now, which is not really correct. Okay, I'll show you. So if you look at this one compared to this one, for some reason his eye got a lot larger, so I'm probably gonna shrink that down. Really. Yeah, that's what it was wrong. It was the eye. It was all the eye's fault. Never trust it. There we go. There we go. I like that. Uh, I can. I don't know if it's a good idea if I should put my Snapchat or my Spotify. Who cares? People follow me on Spotify, then who cares? They can follow me. Yeah, I think it was the eye. It was that sometimes it's just little stuff like that. It will literally be something small as an eye can throw off like how I feel about a drawing. Yeah, yeah. With the details, that's probably what takes me the longest. Like with this dude, I finished him so long ago, but I changed up so many little details about him. I'm trying to think of one that I really changed up. I think it was his. I think it was the shading on his hair. It's always up there. It's always like the eyes or something like that. But yeah, it's always a couple contenders as to why I'm taking so long on a goddamn drawing. There, now he's looking like he's looking more straight now. The first ever, yeah, the original Heracles Prime. God, I sound like such an old head now that I just listen to only 2000s music, and I used to not be like that. There we go. That looks a lot better. And typically I have this like little eye ridge back here, and I usually just draw a couple lines to like signify that this is kind of more the side plane of his head. How do I? Let's see. How to start a jam session on Spotify. Clicking on a song, tapping the speaker icon in the bottom left corner. Oh. Yeah, okay. Let me start a jam. So I'm not letting you guys change the music that I'm listening to. I don't know if a troll will ever enter. Never know. So here's the link if anybody wants to listen to some Spotify music with me so I don't get copyright. When's the last time you worked on the other? Um, the last time I worked on the other, I think you're referring to Hera and Jason. I haven't worked on them in like a couple weeks now, but I will have to render them. So maybe not today's live stream, but tomorrow's live stream. If you guys join, you guys will see some Hera and Jason work on. It won't be a turntable, but it's gonna it's gonna be like more like rendering their original drawings, like you saw with Heracles over here. I might just make him pupilless. I might do the Dragon Ball thing. Not give him irises or whatever it's called in the center of your eye. Why? No, why? The thing I like about the Suicide Machines is they have, in my opinion, they have a pretty good array of, um, like this sort of, like they go from like really like heavy punk to like a skate punk. It's like kind of like this more chill music, like that I'd imagine like listening to like while I'm on the beach, just skating around. Getting to the best of me. say like the last song was kind of like more, I guess, chill in a way, and now it's kind of gone to like a more like extreme version. That's wrong eye anatomy right there. Let's see what's going on here. Was there any progress you last showed me them? I mean, I worked mostly on Hera. Jason's kind of gone the short end of the sticks, just because whenever I have time to like truly sit down and draw, I just haven't really felt like drawing as much. It'd be neat if I found out a way to like get like my chat in here to like to fit inside of there somehow, but I don't know, I'm not really too streamer not really too streamer knowledge. Cause that's the closest I can get. Nope, because then it'll just vanish. Alright, we'll just put it over here then. It's not messing with me. Oh yeah, I messed with the song. Two viewers. Let's go. One viewer. Only 17 views. Hey, that's more than I ever had on any other YouTube channel. don't know, maybe I'll make an Instagram post about this, perchance. Let's see, view my channel, live stream. So there we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Let's see, what song do I want to put on my Instagram? I'll just make it a fridge humming. That's what I'll have the song be. Three viewers. Let's go. What's up, more viewers? How are y'all doing? Probably somebody that I know. Or maybe not. Maybe someone I have no idea who they are. I might just start working on the headshots because I'm going to go insane doing this. God, I'm gonna tweak because of this eye. Oh my god. think I'm gonna keep it this shape. We're gonna enlarge it a little bit. There you go. I'm leaving the eye like that. Not touching it. Ever. It's never gonna ever be moved again. And then the next time you guys see me draw a side profile, it's gonna be completely different. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be the same guy. It's gonna be like, who's this dude? It's the same character. Trust. What happens if I were to? Yeah, don't worry, I won't. No, I kind of like that. If I stretch it out a little bit, it works. I like it. So. Cool. Damn, it's already 8:42. People who aren't in the Spotify jam and just hear an awkward silence, just imagine like I'm playing some music, I guess. Four viewers at the same time. That's a record. Milestones. Milestones, baby. Milestones. I'm in the masterpiece, my bad. Masterpiece? No, no, you're chilling. Got this fucking eye. I don't care. I know I said I wasn't gonna touch it, but I'm sorry. Nemo did it. Nemo decided to touch the boat and then he got kidnapped. But you know what? That led to an amazing Disney movie, so we're gonna mess with it. Did I get the original? Yeah, he has big eyes in the original one. So I gotta make the mouth a little bit longer because your pupils actually line up with the end of your mouth, give or take. That big mouth, but. Oh, wait, say that again. 27 views for a first live stream isn't bad. Especially since I haven't posted in. Holy, I don't think I've posted in. How long has it been since I posted? Probably like 5 months now. 6 months has it been? All right. I don't know. I think there's just a point where I gotta move on from a drawing, so we're just gonna copy and paste this to the other face. And move this one all the way. We'll have it slowly travel over there. That's fine. I'll just grab it. Oh god, he got the got the dent in the KSI cut right now. That's no good. I got a little strand over here just to show he has hair on the other side for real. I'll grab some water real quick. I will be right back in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Is it just cars passing by in my headset right now? Oh, it's part of the song. Wow, the song actually has like 2 minutes of just. I forgot about that. Screw it, I'm listening to Doom right now. Doom. I was like just like I was like what the hell is going on? And then I was like sometimes just how punk albums are, I guess. They just you're throwing shit randomly. That's the top of his head. We have right there. It's not quite receding. What the fuck? Ah, shit. I forgot that when I mirrored it. I'll just quickly do his muscles real quick. Okay, let's save. Oh, I gotta merge these real quick. Okay, so we got the turnaround done. So now I need to do 3 expressions. That's what I need to do. So first, let me see what the dimensions are before I create the canvas for it. Let's see. Assignments. I think we have a couple more days. I got Wednesday and Thursday to all work on this, so maybe a couple more live streams on those days if I actually feel like streaming those days. But, you know. Okay, so 17 by 11 inches. Oh, is it only in unit inches? Oh god. 11 by 17. Oh, I did wrong dimension. 17 by 11. I'll send some Denzel Curry. Why not? Five viewers at once. That's something. Probably need to thin out the scar a little bit on his eye. The other ones don't have one that's that big. Hello. Hello. For something I'm not going to do, and that will be my other art class. So I don't want to do that class. Fuck that. Not doing it. What's up? How are y'all feeling? Ooh. No, that looks fucking weird. What the fuck? Okay. What if I just give him a sharper nose? Would that fix some of my problem too? Or... Yeah, that's probably part of the reason why I was so bothered by it and made his nose a little bit too rounded. Which, I mean, some guys have some round noses, but typically in, like, you know, the anime type art style that people make, which my art style isn't, like, fully anime. It's, like, kind of like a weird mix between Western and Eastern, I'd say. Yeah, I didn't really give him, like, a super sharp nose, but I also don't want it to be, like, too rounded. Okay, so save this. And we're going to copy this folder over here. I'm going to put the turntable over here. And then, yep, apply transformation. Actually, I did update. I think there was a detail I switched on my original one, so I'm gonna go grab him. 25. There he is. Yeah, I added some like little highlights to his hair, and that helped add some style to his hair. Wow, okay. I didn't realize how small this thing was. Oh, goodness. Though thankfully, I think I made some of the layers raster layers, so that's going to help with the kind of like the scaling of it. I think I'm gonna change my profile picture to my main character because the one that I currently have, I might post it on my like community tab here, but I had it with like no screen, um, and compare and with the pressure sensitivity differences, it was pretty much night and day when I got on this one versus my old one, because the old one it didn't have a screen on it, so and I didn't really like propping it up like that. I know I should have been doing that. Maybe I would have been a bit better on it, but you had to like basically I had to lay down the table. So imagine like writing and you're not looking at it. I can't even do that. Like if like when I'm taking notes in class, it will just be completely off and all that type of jazz. My main thing right now with drawing though is I definitely need to work on having cleaner line art. It's not like an insecurity thing, but as you can see, like there's just some little. There, that looks a little better. Okay. Chroma. I need to find the sketches for it because I do have like an older drawing that I made, or like an older sketch that I made, and that can help me kind of skip through some of this process of just changing up a little bit the details on his body. I'm looking at my stream on on my YouTube tab. I don't know if it looks. I don't know if that's just because of my settings. Ah. Oh, okay. It doesn't look that bad at 1080p. I just don't want to run it at 1080p while looking at it here and there because that will definitely make my computer run a bit slower. And that's very annoying, especially while drawing. Not really the funnest. This is still my favorite drawing that I've ever made. But we will get even better than that, is the goal here. Open. I wonder where I saved it, because I did have a drawing that I definitely didn't mess with. There you go. Shit, too. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna worry about finding it tonight, because tonight isn't even going to be about, um... Okay, we're gonna create a vector layer. Actually, no. Let's create a raster layer for doing sketches. Which we should do. Okay. Character sheet. We'll do an angry face. Mad guy face. Oh, I was streaming for an hour. It's crazy. Okay, well, I'll do like kind of I'll do kind of like a, I think it's called, I gotta pose my art. Pose my art, I think it's called, right? Yeah. Pose my art, it's free. Okay, just gonna zoom in just so I can get the general head shape. Probably where the nose should be, the mouth should be somewhere down here. Oh, here's a good reference. See, sometimes when I Google stuff, very easy to find a reference. Sometimes when you Google stuff, it's gonna act like you never found it. Ooh, chat is dead. But I'm happy you guys are watching. I've just not really been talking either, so I can't blame Mel for that. Too long. That's what she said, but let's see here. Make him look like he's like yelling at somebody down here. Where he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop it! Quit it! No!" I like it. I mean, it's not great. It's a start. I say start. It's mostly his hair. I don't know why I decided on such like a weird hairstyle for my guy, but you know what? I like it. So I've been getting pretty tired of the whole generic sort of anime hairstyle. Messing with it. So with him, his hair makes this like wave like back here and goes up. Hmm. One thing I've never been really good at is drawing eyebrows. Never been my forte. Or no excuse to just give up on trying. I hope it's not picking up my music, because that would not be good. Tripped me out for a second. I looked at my screen. I was like, oh, what's that moving there? It was my own live stream. Zero object permanence. I'll be right back. I'm just grab some water again. Alright, back. 2 viewers again. Nice. Hello, for the people who are watching. How are we doing? Oh, you set the electricity 5-0. Oop, I left on my bathroom light, so that's probably sounding really annoying in the background. Alright. Back again. Sorry, lots of breaks while drawing. I gotta move this eye down over here because right now it's looking like that exaggerated scene of Mahito. That can't work. I know what I'm going for right now. Right, that's right. Push a bit, a little bit. Two viewers again. Hello. Well, actually, one of the viewers is me, I guess. I think it's counting my own, I think it's counting my own, like, watching, just checking up on my stream and stuff like that. I guess one. Well, he is, like, more yelling, so I want kind of like that more exaggerated. Um, let's see. All right. Nirvana's not playing. Cool. Nope, I don't want to do that. Somebody is calling me, so I am going to have to mute the stream audio. It's a little bit. Hey, it was some random person calling me. They were like, hey, said my name, and then I was like, hey, who is this? And then they went, who is this? And I said, alright, bye. People were weird, man. It's probably someone messing with me that I know, but yeah, I ain't messing with all that. If you don't tell me who you are, I don't care. So, if anybody in the live stream gave my number out to people, please stop. Do not do that. Alright, so I think I'm just going to leave that as a sketch for now. And then we're going to move on to I can't think of its name for whatever reason. I guess like another reaction. Let's see. We'll do I guess front profile. Let's see, what do they do in this one? And we'll just do a normal front profile, I guess. Just can't go wrong with that. Well, we'll have them look quite sad. Maybe we'll make them happy. I don't know. Or how many do I have to? Give them a sad face now. I'm definitely gonna edit it, but I want to see what it would look like if I gave him anime-sized eyes. Which might happen in the future. I never know. Oops, I don't want that. That doesn't look terrible. It's just not really what I like in my characters. Maybe in the summer I'll experiment more with the anime art style. Oh my gosh. God. I hate drawing solid profiles. Oh, shoot. I didn't even see that message. I'm sorry. Where's the brain skull? It's a good question. Um, would you? Could you like be more specific? I know if you use a question, but like I'm trying to like think of how to answer that. Also, welcome to the stream. I didn't even. I kind of forgot I was streaming. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, welcome to the stream if you're new. Silk Sonic. Oh, and they both left. So, guess that question wasn't good. Probably gonna go get to the gym here soon. Not going to lie for the 0 people in chat right now. When I'm not all the time. Man, the Magic beat the Wizards. Who could have guessed? Really, everyone ever. How to play? Who is this? Like, I got scammed. I. Oh! Is this Is this the Jack that I know? It's the Superboy fan made it to chapter 8, yo. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I don't know if you're still watching, but I didn't even look. I just looked up on my screen. Um, this is my main character because this is somebody I don't know. I'm assuming so because they're telling me about chapters. Um, but yeah, I'm still working on the main dude. I gotta draw some expressions for him, so currently drawing him pretty sad right here. Yeah, it's definitely not the guy that he's just named. Stupid ass. Lower that eye a bit. See, sometimes I can draw a side profile and it looks sick. Sometimes I draw a side profile and it looks like that. Never ask me to draw consistently on a side profile. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's his angry face. I don't know how I feel about it quite yet, but I kind of like it. Kind of like giving him these little spikes in the back of his hair. You're going hard into the angles, man. I cannot read. Yeah, he. Yeah. I'm trying to like work on like more face perspectives and always drawing like this one right here. I can draw this one pretty easy. It's literally just like boom, boom, boom. Do like a little bit of a divot, chin, like a wider, boom. There, he basically drew his general face outline in a couple seconds. It's due on Friday, I think. So. Good. Skandar's theme is so good. Onto the battlefield. Love Fate's OST. I love it. What's the full sword design? Haven't really drawn it. You should listen to the Avalon theme. The Avalon theme's pretty good. Um, I've like probably like the Fate soundtracks. I'd probably say Zero is probably my favorite. Two that or Heaven's Feel, which is weird because Zero's not even like my favorite Fate. See, my character can cry too sometimes. Heaven's Feel, my top three for sure. Yeah. Um, Probably my favorite one from Heaven's Feel is either In Early Spring or The Four Rings. I think those are like kind of the basic picks, but Who cares? There's a reason why some things are basic. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Hercules versus Saber Alter is pretty up there. Yeah, I think that soundtrack. I think you're referring to the one towards the end of the fight. It's called "He Comes Back Again and Again." That's really good. Really good. I should probably draw like a little thing up here to kind of really show that his eyes are out of it. I like how I drew the lip there. That was completely on accident too. It's not even intentional. What I can do to fix these ones up here is probably make his upper lip sharper. Whatever. I mean, the turnaround doesn't have to be my favorite. Those are just drawings. I do love the close-ups. I love whenever I can get in and draw more detail. It's my favorite to draw. Let's see. Alright, sorry, I went quiet there for a second. I was sending some messages. Are you thinking of making all the sketches detailed or not? Well, I kind of had to for this project, so that's why I'm drawing a lot of hair things. Like if these were just sketches, I would literally leave these as is, but fortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not doing that. Who are you talking about? I'm not doing that. I just okay. When it comes to like, I'm not gonna talk a lot about a religion. I don't want like my channel to become like that. But um, but when I don't know. My whole thing is just like people are like, oh, my group has never done this. My group has never done that, and more than likely they have. It's not even just like a, I hate this thing or anything. Because like I said, I used to be Christian growing up, but I think what annoys me a lot is when they're like, "Oh, we're the ones who did this," and like I said, they did have good global influence, but to act like they didn't do anything bad throughout history is just wrong. And I say it with any group, like I said, any group you could name, they've probably done some really fucked up shit in their life, and that's not like I'm not saying that's right, but that's just kind of how things have gone, like in the past and whatnot. It's basically. Unfair, knowledgeable into that as well. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, and they're like, we did nothing. We were always the moral high ground. It's like, there's some times where you guys did some pretty silly as in cannibalism, but hey, what do I know? Like I said, they've done some other stuff too, and other groups have done other stuff. So that's kind of like the whole point I was trying to get across. I kept his hair mostly flat in the background, but I just want to play Marvel Rivals right now. But it's almost they're eating people. I should forgive them. And become friends in Friends fairy tale style. Sure. Sure. I can't tell if I like this like angry expression. I mean, I like it, but I think it's that other eye that's just bothering me a bit. It's probably because it's too wide. Maybe if I could just clean it up like that. Oh man, I just cannot get into Fairy Tale though. Always like I think like Tim has recommended it to me before, and a couple other of my friends. It's just not something that's for me really. Not saying it's bad. If you scroll up in chat, I have a jam on Spotify right now. I'm listening to this one song called "Last Days of Delusion." It's pretty good. Fairy Tale was really weird, dude. Yeah, I figured. I mean, it's not like I haven't watched my fair share of weird series. Fate's not the most normal by any means, but I mean, that's why we ignore some of the other stuff. But, oh. Let me listen. Yeah, I'll play it back. I would just have music playing. Like this was like if YouTube had like the Prime Twitch, like where you could literally just have music playing in the background, I would literally just have my music playing, but um they don't really like when people be doing all that. I don't even know what it's from. Let me click on it. See if it shows me. Sin Alice? Never heard of it. Sin Alice? Naruto does something brave and times pulled every anime group at once. Good. I don't know if I can say that word on live stream. Action, slice of life, and good music. Can't forget furries. Yeah, I've seen a lot of, like I said, I've never even seen the show. I've seen a lot of people, some weird art on Twitter about Chopper, not Chopper. I can't remember what his name was, like the little cat dude. But Twitter's a cesspit, so I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. I think I like that, so we're gonna make this like this kind of flowing line. I don't know, just something about Fairy Tail's art style. Like, I'm not discrediting the animator or the mangaka because they draw better than me currently. Um, but it's just something about the art style just really just didn't really appeal to me. Like none like I think like the female characters like they're attractive, but like I don't know if that's like good design. They kind of just felt more like I don't know, they're just kind of like meh. They're just like, oh look at this. Look at that female. Like, it's like pretty much how it was. I feel like listening to Good Kid. Don't listen to Polaris. Uh, nope. I listened to Phase Zero. I get that. Definitely not for everyone, especially if you notice Alien Zero fairy tale similarities. It's like the author tries to gaslight you into thinking that. Yeah, literally, I saw. I think it's like when I used to play like Mood I bought religiously, but like I literally was rolling through and I was like, oh, it's a fairy tale character. Let me get that so I could sell them for like gems or whatever. Um, and I got one and it was like Eden Zero. And they were worth like 20 gems or some shit. It was like really garbage. Let's see. Uh, do I just do a front profile fit? Let's see. Do the women fairy tale. Do the women fairy tale are comparable to One Piece post time skip anime? How huge? I can assume what you're implying there, but yeah. Got some Boa Hancocks in there. So for his hairstyle, not so like a self insert, but I actually based it off of like my hair wasn't like with the spikes and shit like that in the background, but I did have some like really long hair that like went down to nearly my shoulders. His was farther than my hair ever was, but it was like kind of like that more fuller long hair. And I took some from Fate Herc. Um, and for no, I didn't have a mullet. I just had long hair. Uh, Funny enough, I did think about like Sonic's little like spikes, like when he's like super, like when there's like that one, that one, that one, that one. It's pretty much Sonic in a way, kind of. That's where I got the idea to like have that kind of curve right there. I mean, they are the same. I mean, they're not the same character, but yeah, it's inspired by that. The real Heracles Howder. Let's go. No. Let's cut that out and banned. No, nah, but what was I gonna say? Um, that's where the like original idea was because I liked it, but the original Heracles, he had pretty short hair. He had like kind of curly hair, and he had a beard. At least in like the statues that were made of like the character. And I don't really like drawing beards, especially for my main character. Unless if they're like getting older, maybe I'll draw him with a beard. Why am I opening a pad? Not pad. Let's see, pose my art. There. Let's see, can I just make this half the screen? Oh. It's kind of weird having two monitors because I was like trying to drag it so it would take up half the screen on my first monitor, and then I just dragged it into the main one. Let's see, delete, models. Oh my gosh. It's one thing I hate about posemyart.com. They don't give you like half this stuff for free. One time I had like 6 viewers today, which that's not a lot, but for a first stream that I just did out of nowhere, it's actually kind of solid. That's pretty good, yeah. Let's see here. Megamon. Probably gonna make it a bit smaller. I don't draw my skulls that large. Which the reference I'm looking at, that's about how big it is, but I don't really like that personally. Is it atomically correct? Technically not. Do I care? Not really. 2 viewers, let's go. Ugh, 50 views in the live stream. Not correct. Yeah, that's a dislike pal. I came here for 100% accuracy. Man. Alright, well, no more scan server. Chapter 8 of Turos Rialta. That's the... I'm trying to think of what happens in that chapter. That's the... Pretty sure you probably met all the other crew of, like... That thing, like, Mozart and shit like that. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, so, okay, I completely guessed. Okay, so, I don't know those guys. I think out of all singularities, probably that one has the kind of like weakest supporting cast. Not because like they suck. Like I think Mozart's kind of interesting as a character. I just think it's more or less that like they just didn't really have like a role in the story. I think the most interesting one was Probably Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France. She was probably my favorite out of them. She looks better in the manga than the fucking actual game. She actually looks, I don't know, normal, somewhat. I miss my saber. Yeah, cause I don't think there is a saber on the hero side for that one. Cause Jean or Jean, however you say it, I'm just gonna call her Jean. Jean, she's a ruler class. One thing I'm starting to like about drawing this, I'm starting to get faster at it. Yep, this is the longest I've read a Fate book without really seeing Saber apart from the main cast. That's crazy. Yeah, Artorias typically in a lot of series, but I mean, Artoria technically was in that manga pretty early on, but she was like an antagonist and pretty much a minor one too. Um, which a lot of people use that to downplay Saber, by the way, despite characters that people claim are stronger than Saber getting compared to that one, being like, oh, it's almost as strong as that Holy Sword, and it's like, yeah, it's. I just think the writers at the time kind of just like didn't really think of how strong they're gonna make other characters. That's why I don't really use the tutorial thing to really downplay how strong Saber is, at least in comparison to people like MASH and stuff like that. Or I just use the reasoning that, like, her Holy Sword kind of got countered by the shield because the shield has, like, anti-evil properties and probably does in its base state, too. I don't know. That's what I kind of use. The Siegfried's pretty cool. He's in the next Singularity that you'll read because it skips two. Actually, out of all the Singularities I've read so far, I think two is the most boring one because that's out of like Nero, who's not even a servant because she's technically still alive. Um, I think they kind of like a weak cast there. I think that one's probably the weakest cast. Super too powerful. They gotta have her out of the series, kind of like Gilgamesh. Well, that's where you're wrong. Gilgamesh is like in everything. Literally everything. So you're wrong, my friend. Here, actually. I see Siegfried. Yeah, he's really cool. He's also, I mean, if you really want to watch an anime first, I haven't seen it yet. So if you watch it and ask me questions, I can't really tell you much because I haven't seen it. But um, I know Fate Apocrypha is pretty good. Siegfried's in it. Same with Karna. I gotta lower the ears a bit. The ears are way too high up. Can't wait. Yeah. I was gonna say you could technically skip that, like skip the Singulars and go to that. I just don't know. But that's how I was watching it, so it's what I read, recommend to other people, and I can actually recommend it because I actually know what's in it. It's just like So it's half his face. I think this is where the eyes should be like. Well, the eyebrow ridge is about at the top here. Nose should be right here. Mouth is right here. About to see him next thing. Yeah. He's in that one. He's really cool. Without going too much into spoilers, he's like able to like overpower 3 sabers at the same, or 3 other servants at the same time. It's pretty nutty. We'll make this Herc more confused. Oh gosh, I'm streaming tomorrow at about 5, though. A little secret to whoever's seen that post, I might not, depending on how tired I am after class. Drawing pad's starting to heat up a little bit. Just a tad. I think the eyes are a bit too high up. That's probably part of the problem. Another viewer, welcome, welcome. Fortunately, this is towards the end of the live stream, but I will probably chill for a few more minutes. Clean up anything I see is wrong. No. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there for the night. Or actually, wait, maybe a couple more details and then I'll be done. Then we'll stream tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to, let me see, any more comments, any questions for people before I go? Because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. Nope. Alright. Catch y'all tomorrow if I'm on. Check 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and I will draw some more. I'll give you guys another look at it before I go.